Hello, it's Carl here, and this is my reason why I do not care if the police get defunded or they all get fucking laid off and fired, for all I fucking care. And this is why. I was assaulted a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks now, by some guy who ran out and started beating me repeatedly in the street. I was in my vehicle, in my van, with my fiance and my 3.5-year-old daughter. This guy runs up to my open window, he slammed on his brakes in front of us, ran up to my open window and started punching me and hitting me repeated times. He then ran back to his van. I went after him. I had my wife give me her phone, dialed 911. I gave the 911 operator, dispatcher, the guy's plate number, description of the guy, and the van that he was in, that the person did it in. They tell me to turn around and go, don't follow the guy, and go to a public place, which was right by there, was Myers, and they told me to turn around and wait for a police officer to take a police report. They were there within a minute. I just had to stay behind the guy, and they could have pulled over that guy too, but this is what happened. So I gave them my statement, I gave them the plate number, the description. A week and a half later, they get a hold of me after whatever they were doing. Week and a half, they get a hold of me to identify the guy. I have to go down there because of my work schedule. I have to go down there before they even open to try and be nice to identify the dude. I had to wake up my family, my 3.5-year-old daughter, and my fiance, 6 a.m. to go down there. Yes, I know it doesn't sound that early, but to someone with my hours, it does. Especially with a 3.5-year-old child that doesn't want to get up. So anyways, that's what I did. We go down there. They show me the lineup. I tell them what person that, I think it is and what it looks like out of 6 people. Then they ask my fiance. We both pick out the same person. And then they have me go back in there and they tell me none of those people were the guy. They told me that none of them were, which at this point, stuff isn't adding up. So the detective proceeds to tell me, well, what they're going to do, since I didn't identify the guy because apparently he wasn't there in the lineup at all, is what they told me. So they told me that they're going to send a letter to the guy that they know did it to ask him to come down to the police station. And the detective told me he highly doubts he does because he wouldn't. And he said that they're going to send him a letter asking him to go down to the police station to give a statement about it. That's what they're going to do. So that is why I don't care if they're defunded at all. Biden cut the whole fucking force, fucking replace them with public fucking people that'll do a better job at their shit than these lazy fuckers. They don't give a fuck. Basically what they did was they pulled my criminal background. They saw he had no criminal background, but I did. They also pulled my fiance's criminal history. They pulled all of our records. How I know this is when he was flipping through the papers, I saw my fiance's photo, I saw my photo, and then I saw our history and stuff. Come on. It takes 3 to 5 days for my criminal background to get back. What they did was they pulled a background check on my fiance, they pulled a background check on me, and they pulled a background check on that guy. That guy didn't have a criminal history, so they don't feel like they need to do anything or that I deserve to have my case looked at or anything like that, because when I was younger, I have resisting law enforcement on my record that's supposed to be sealed. But I don't know. So that was like 20 years ago. And the police, they don't see time, I guess. If you're ever in trouble, then your word's no good. So that's why I encourage everyone to tell their story on why they feel like the police should be defunded or actually funded. I guarantee there'll be more people to say defunded, obviously, because that's what's going on right now, is they're getting defunded. Well, this is why. When you can get assaulted and you give the police the plate number, you give the police the van, then they know the guy that did it. They know who it is. They ask me to come down there. Then they don't even show me a picture of the guy. And then they tell me that they know who it is and that they're going to send him a letter to ask him to come in and that they're going to either close out the case in a week or whatever. Wasted my time. I'd much rather have slept another 2 hours and not got my daughter up to try and help them out. I stressed myself out greatly to try and help them out because they were trying to help me out. But basically, they just wanted my fiance's statement. That's all they wanted. They wanted to get her side of the story because they didn't get that. So, yeah. That's why I say cut the funding. I would have been better off if I would have just had a pistol. Be honest. I live in Detroit. Well, not in Detroit, but a suburb of Detroit. I live about 20 miles from Detroit. So, better that I just buy a pistol and take care of shit myself. And that's what I recommend everybody else doing. Fuck the police. No pun intended. But that's my story. And it's true. And screw them. Everybody stay safe out there. You're going to have to take your safety into your own hands, because if this day and age that this guy can get away with this shit, then we're all fucked. I mean, there was cameras at every intersection that they could have pulled up on CCTV. The only intersection that they were fucking worried about was the intersection that I was in the turn lane and that I was going after the guy to get his fucking plate number so he couldn't get away from me. And that was the only thing that they wanted to know about, because that was apparently the only thing that they saw. So if they could see that, they could see the other intersection and see what the fuck happened. Like, goddamn, give me a job and I'll be a detective if they can't fucking do this shit. Everybody stay safe out there. That's just my story. Bye.